Today we're cooking a giant vegan sausage roll. This will be the core of our Christmas dinner. Healthy but delicious, Moorish, and just what you need. We're not talking about one of those tiny little supermarket jobs. We're talking about a massive sausage roll which will impress everyone at the table. To begin, place 3 chopped parsnips into a large pan of boiling salted water. Cook until tender. Place a large pan on a medium heat and add 1 tablespoon of olive oil and then 1 chopped red onion. Add a generous pinch of salt and then stir everything around for about 3 to 4 minutes. Those onions should start to go translucent and soften. Then add 250 grams of chopped chestnut mushrooms. We're using both the head and the stalk of the mushroom. Then continue to stir those mushrooms and everything together for about another 7 minutes until they really have softened significantly. Then grab them out, whack them in a bowl and keep them to one side till later. Take a plate and then you want to drain and put onto that plate your cooked parsnips. These should be really tender and ready to form a base for your sausage roll. Grab a blender and add the mushroom and onion mix we made earlier. Follow immediately with the cooked till tender parsnips. Those mushrooms are going to add a fantastic flavour to this sausage roll and marry perfectly with the firm bite of the parsnip. On with the lid and then let's whiz everything together. Now we'll add 1 can of butter beans, 100 grams of cooked chopped chestnuts and 1 can of cannellini beans and whiz everything together to a really smooth paste. At this point, check the consistency. You should have something which is really thick and sticks to your spoon. Now let's hit those flavours. Thyme, black pepper, fennel seeds, 1 ground clove, ground ginger, nutritional yeast, allspice, chickpea flour, grated garlic, maple syrup, soy sauce, vegetable stock and toasted hazelnuts. And then blend everything together once more until it's really well combined. Once you're done, take that out with a spoon, put into a large bowl and add 200 grams of brown breadcrumbs. This will give it that really fluffy, Moorish texture. Mix everything together really well. Take that extra bit of time to just make sure everything's really well combined. Then it's time to get rolling. At this point, I'm going to tap out and let Ian take over.
That filling looks delicious. I'll take the reins from here. Lay 1 sheet of puff pastry down on a lined baking tray. Now it's time to build your sausage roll. Start spooning the delicious filling down the right hand side of your pastry sheet. The filling should be no more than 2.5 inches in height. Use your hands to mould the filling, making sure that it's nice and smooth. Now it's time to decorate your sausage roll. Use a Christmassy cookie cutter to cut holes down the left hand side of your pastry. Brush water all around the edges of your pastry sheet. This is going to act like a glue and stop your pastry from popping open in the oven. Now carefully use the edge of the baking paper to fold the pastry tightly across the filling of the sausage roll. Seal the pastry sheet with your fingers, making sure there's absolutely no gaps. Decorate your sausage roll with the pastry shapes that you cut out earlier. Use a fork to neatly score the edges of your sausage roll. This will make sure it looks pretty and definitely doesn't pop open when it's in the oven. Brush your sausage roll with olive oil. This will give it a really nice tan colour. Pop the sausage roll in the oven for 35 to 40 minutes at 200 degrees Celsius. Take your sausage roll out of the oven when it's a beautiful golden brown colour. Ask someone to give you a hand taking the sausage roll off the baking tray.
And it's time to serve. Somebody is going to get carving duties, so give the most trusted person the knife and let them chop up a bit for everybody. We find a bread knife is going to work best with this, and you want to cut it carefully. Cut a generous portion for every lucky person at your dinner table. This would go perfect next to our fluffy, crispy roast potatoes, our cavolo nero and our perfect roast veggies, as well as some gorgeous vegan gravy. From all of us at BOSH, we want to wish you a really happy Christmas, a happy holiday and a happy new year. And don't forget, the BOSH cookbook is coming soon and it's available to pre-order right now.